The forward deployment of Norwegian F-35A fighter jets to Poland represents a decisive step in NATO's adaptation to the modern threat landscape in Europe. This action reflects a shift in the alliance's operational posture from deterrence through distant readiness to deterrence through direct, visible, and integrated presence. It is not merely symbolic, it serves a tactical, operational, and strategic purpose within the NATO framework. Stationing high-performance stealth aircraft at Poland's 31st Tactical Air Base in Poznan-Krzesny is intended to reinforce NATO's eastern flank with advanced capabilities that are tailored to respond to modern airspace challenges, particularly those involving fast, low-signature, or unconventional threats. In recent years, Russian military behavior near NATO borders has become more assertive and unpredictable, including increased aerial reconnaissance, near-border incursions, and deployment of long-range weapons near alliance territory. In this context, a credible, high-readiness air presence in frontline states like Poland becomes essential not only for reaction speed but for shaping adversary behavior. The introduction of Norwegian F-35s provides that edge. Unlike legacy fourth-generation fighters, the F-35 is a fifth-generation platform equipped with stealth technology, fused sensor systems, advanced electronic warfare capabilities, and secure networking functions. These features allow it to serve multiple roles simultaneously, gathering intelligence, identifying threats, executing precision strikes, and coordinating with other NATO assets, all while operating with reduced visibility on enemy radar systems. By integrating Norwegian F-35s into existing Polish and NATO air assets, the alliance enhances not only its air policing capability but also its air superiority posture. These jets are capable of intercepting aircraft or drones before they pose a significant threat to NATO airspace or infrastructure. They also serve as force multipliers for surface-based defense systems, such as Poland's Patriot missile batteries or any integrated air defense units already stationed across the region. The F-35s can detect and track targets earlier and more accurately, relaying targeting data to ground-based systems or other aircraft. This creates a layered defense network that is harder to penetrate, more responsive, and more difficult to disrupt. The choice to deploy these aircraft to Poznan-Krzesny is also operationally significant. The base is centrally located within Poland, allowing for rapid coverage of the eastern airspace while maintaining logistical support from Western Europe. It is already integrated into NATO's command structure and infrastructure planning, making it a logical hub for coalition air activities in the region. Hosting Norwegian jets alongside Polish crews and ground personnel facilitates joint operations, joint maintenance procedures, and shared mission planning, all key aspects of Allied interoperability. This co-location builds trust, coordination, and tactical fluency between different NATO forces, making them more effective under pressure. Furthermore, the rotation of NATO aircraft through Poland, such as those from the Netherlands and Norway, demonstrates burden sharing in action. It ensures that no single NATO country bears the full responsibility of frontline defense, while also sending a unified message that threats to one member state are viewed as threats to the alliance as a whole. This reinforces Article 5 commitments through visible, high-value deployments rather than relying solely on statements or exercises. It is one thing to promise solidarity, it is another to station stealth fighters on the front lines, ready to act on that promise at a moment's notice. The presence of these advanced aircraft also carries long-term benefits for Poland's own defense modernization. As Poland prepares to induct its own fleet of F-35s into service, exposure to Allied tactics, maintenance procedures, and mission execution will accelerate the learning curve for Polish pilots and support crews. This collaborative environment allows Poland to transition smoothly into fifth-generation operations and fully integrate into NATO's most advanced air combat frameworks. Operational tempo and readiness are key factors. With NATO's eastern flank under regular pressure from surveillance flights and unmanned aircraft probing defense zones, the ability to launch rapid response intercept missions from a central base in Poland adds resilience to the entire defense posture. The F-35's design allows it to perform these tasks with a high degree of autonomy and survivability. It does not require extensive ground-based radar support or airborne early warning coverage to be effective, thanks to its own integrated sensors and data-sharing systems. This reduces the logistical burden of constant surveillance while increasing the reliability of detection and engagement across broad sections of airspace. Strategically, forward deployment complicates the planning calculus of any potential adversary. The F-35's unpredictability in both location and mission profile creates uncertainty in the minds of enemy planners. They cannot assume that a slow or limited incursion will go unnoticed or unchallenged. The deterrent effect lies in the potential cost of action, and stealth aircraft with multi-role capabilities dramatically raise that cost. Any aircraft or drone approaching NATO airspace must now contend with a near-invisible defender that can detect and engage before the threat becomes a direct danger. On a political level, the Norwegian deployment is also a signal to NATO member states and global observers alike that the alliance is capable of quick, coordinated responses using cutting-edge military tools. It demonstrates not only capability but will, an alliance prepared to match intent with action. It also reassures populations in frontline countries, showing that NATO presence is not limited to rhetoric or occasional exercises but is grounded in continuous, forward-positioned readiness. Importantly, this deployment is part of a larger shift toward integrated, networked warfare within NATO. The F-35 is more than a fighter, it is a battlefield node. It connects to other aircraft, ground stations, and command centers, building a shared operational picture in real time. This networked approach improves decision-making, reduces the fog of war, and enables precise, timely action. The presence of Norwegian F-35s in Poland helps establish this model of air power as the norm on NATO's eastern flank. Taken together, the deployment reflects a proactive rather than reactive security strategy. It strengthens regional deterrence, reinforces alliance cohesion, and ensures that NATO remains capable of countering not just conventional air threats but emerging challenges in a rapidly changing strategic environment. The combination of stealth, speed, and survivability in the F-35 platform makes it uniquely suited for this role, and the alliance's choice to position it forward in Poland sends a clear message. NATO's commitment to defense is operational, credible, and evolving to meet the realities of modern conflict.